Hi, this is Kayla Foley, and I'm doing my presentation on gay and lesbian adoption rights. Thousands of children are waiting to get adopted every day, and thousands of adults who have passed background checks are waiting to adopt these children. But the law prohibits this. Why, you may ask? It is because they fall under the category of LGBTQ. This defines as lesbians, gays, bisexuals, transsexuals, and transgenders, and queers. To better understand that, let me define the last three terms. Bisexuals are persons who don't prefer either gender sexually, and transsexuals and transgenders are ones who are either born with sexual organs of both genders or ones who wish to transfer from one gender to the other. Queers is an umbrella term that has recently gained popularity and is used to describe all of the above. The struggle for homosexuals has begun thousands and thousands of years before Christ and can be dated back to as far as 9660 BC, when the first record of homosexual marriage was outlawed. However, the fight against homosexuality didn't start until the rise of Christianity spread in the 4th century. Since then, homosexuals have been the scapegoat of many of the world's problems, and this gained popularity with the Nazi reign, when many were persecuted. And it wasn't until 1961 when Illinois became the first state to legalize sodomy. So that's going thousands and thousands of years of them being told their lifestyle is illegal. Since then, magazines, parades, and laws have been supportive of not only their marriage but also their adoption rights. Currently, 16 states and the District of Columbia have legalized gay marriage, and 18 states and the District of Columbia have cleared laws allowing gay and lesbian persons to adopt. However, there are 2 states that do ban from a homosexual adopting under any circumstances, but there are lots of other states that ban couples, just not individuals, from adopting. The causes for homosexual oppression can be traced to stereotypes. One being religious discrimination. This views homosexuality as evil. So if you are gay, then you are against God's will and you will be sentenced to hell. This created lots of families to ban their family member that was gay or lesbian, and many of these homosexuals then created what is called the silent killer and the in the closet phenomenon. If they didn't say anything, then they wouldn't be persecuted. And the second type of stereotype is that homosexual is due to deficiency in traits or parenting. In other words, if you were a mom that let your son play with Barbies, then you caused him to be gay. And these misconceptions rise from a failed social construction of family identity. The old definition of family being mother, father, daughter, son were derived from a heterosexual dominant supremacy, and failing to adapt to current conditions, the definition of family is lost in this transit. This has caused society to object to the concepts that they do not understand. Despite society's lack of changing the familial definition, there are millions of gay and lesbians who are becoming parents, either by adopting or insemination or being in a relationship with a person who had a kid from a previous relationship. And this data is nothing to ignore, as the importance of LGBTQ rights are impacted on a micro, meso, and macro level. On a micro level, the impact is on the individuals and the families. Many people question a child living with a homosexual would then question their sexual identity. However, the statistics show that the child who grows up in a one or two parent gay or lesbian household fares just as well emotionally and socially, and they are not as concerned with their parents' sexual identity as they are their parents' interaction with them. Furthermore, the American Academy of Pediatrics endorsed gay and lesbian parents by stating that children who grow up with one or two gay and or lesbian parents fare as well in emotional, cognitive, social, and sexual functioning. On the meso level, the impact is on the communities, and this is important as it is an interactive and complicated one. This involves the school systems, the legal systems, the medical systems, and marriage and family therapists are also very involved in this step. The legal community is one of the most important factors in this on the meso level, as many parents are not allowed to adopt because of these laws. And for instance, the birth certificate doesn't even allow the spot for a mother and a mother. It just only says mother and father. And the oppression of this law prohibits these parents from adopting children who are in need and then just stay in the system instead. On the macro level, the impact is on the society. It is not only a combination of the individual families and communities, it is also concerned with public opinion. So, college students were currently researched regarding the subject and how they felt regarding homosexuality. The good news is that the homophobia is on the downslide, and many view homosexuality as normal. The solutions and how to resolve gay and lesbian adoption are also focused on the micro, meso, and macro levels, focusing on empowerment strategies for individuals to overcome cultural discrimination is one way of improving the lives of children from sexual minority families. Empowerment has been defined as the ability to influence people, organizations, and the environment affecting one's life. It is a therapy and survival tool used to gain, enable, and attain control over one's life, including further participation in the community. This is especially important as lesbians and gays who are parents or who wish to become parents lack effective social, economic, and legal resources. Intertwining all of these levels helps individuals, communities, and society to gain and share resources. It is an ongoing process involving commitment on every level. This belief will spread to meso systems in which legal departments will also evaluate their current systems. Some countries are already allowing a spot on birth certificates and passports to allow a third gender. Additionally, there are more and more states allowing gay marriage and adoption every month. With the promotion of celebrities, politicians, and everyday people, progress has been made and will continue to thrive. In conclusion, homosexuals are wanting the same rights as their heterosexual counterparts to be given the chance to love and parent a child. Whether this child is their partner's child from a previous relationship, one from artificial insemination, or from an adoption agency, they want the same legal status as a heterosexual parent. Why should they be denied or have to fight for something simply because they're a minority? Moreover, shouldn't they be allowed the chance that numerous heterosexuals abuse and take for granted? If love isn't colorblind, then why is society's eyes wide open, glaring at their sexual preference? I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and on the next pages are my references. Thank you and have a great day.